Hi everybody, I'd like to introduce a new program that we're working on here on Grafton Community Television in conjunction with Jay Hunter from Hunter's Grill and Tap. And today we're going to be promoting a new business in town. It's Madison Place, and Jay will be sitting down to talk to Cindy Wyman, who's the owner. So this program will appear on social media, it'll appear on the local channels, and we hope you enjoy it, and we hope you support the businesses here in the town of Grafton.
All right, welcome. First episode of Business to Business. My name is Jay Hunter. We're going to showcase a different business every episode. Today we have Cindy with Madison Place Hair Salon. Cindy, say hi to everybody.
Thank you for having me.
How long have you been at this location here?
So this location, I've been here for going on 7 years, but I bought it from the previous owner 2 years ago.
Nice.
Great time.
And what do you do exactly? What's
So
your business?
We're color specialists. We do women, children, men's haircuts, but we specialize in all kinds of coloring, from fantasy colors to everyday little salt and pepper touch-ups to extraordinary transformations. That's our number one specialty, is the color.
Could you give me a mullet?
I could.
Okay.
I just
So you're pretty good at your
wouldn't
job.
put my name on it.
No, I wouldn't last long on me anyway. Excellent. And what made you go into this business? How many years have you worked as a stylist?
I graduated from a technical school at 17, and I knew I wanted to be a hairdresser at 14.
Wow.
So my dad was a teacher at the school, and I didn't want to go to school with him, but I wanted to do this, so I've been working since I was 17.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of heads.
So rolled with it.
How many miles of hair is that you've cut, do you know?
I don't know how many miles of hair.
Okay. You've never
Never
really,
checked it out.
like when you have nothing to do, you're not just thinking about how many miles of hair you've cut in your whole lifetime?
No.
All right. Well,
It's
I guess that's just me then.
Too many.
okay. Now, do you live in Grafton also?
I don't live in Grafton. Actually, I'm looking to buy a home here if anyone
Good luck.
knows. I came to Grafton to work. This salon was in Shrewsbury, Mass. We moved it to here in Grafton. I was excited to come to Grafton because I didn't feel there was a lot of options for people with hair crisis and hair, really transformations. There's places you can go to get your hair cut,
Yep.
but not really specialize in what we do.
Sure.
We get clients as far and wide from New Hampshire down to Lunenburg to
Wow.
Ashland, Framingham. We have a very wide clientele base.
That's excellent.
I have 2 girls that work for me.
Okay, that was my next question.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
well, my first girl is right here. This is Brittany Walsh.
And Brittany has very different hair also.
Yeah, this is
You-
this is Brittany.
Hello.
Brittany specializes in multi-dimensional colors, multi-coloring.
Yes, she certainly does.
And she, this woman she's working on has been here. She's clocking at
She's
her
been
5th
here
hour.
since
Wow.
10 a.m.
So,
So there's a
Pretty
whole
extensive
thing that's
process.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Excellent.
So, and she's great at what she does. We're very
Yeah.
fortunate to have her.
Thank you.
but you also do just the regular cut
We
or
do.
trim
We have,
or,
we have all of, we
yeah.
have all of the whole rainbow of,
Excellent.
little ones come in. We have a lot of women, a lot of men that, feel comfortable here. When I
Nice.
was decorating, I was trying to keep it sort of, even so it's not too girly and people
Yeah.
would feel comfortable.
Right.
We're
No,
trying-
it's very comfortable
We're
in
very
here.
relaxed. here.
Very
We
comfortable.
like to service everybody.
And how'd you do during the whole COVID? Did you get shut down? Was it a struggle?
So, unfortunately, I bought the business and we had to shut it down not even 6 months later.
Oh.
So it was a heartache, to say
Right.
the very least. And we were out of work for 8 weeks.
Wow.
And in that time, my mother died of COVID.
Oh,
And so I had to re-brace myself emotionally,
Yep.
work-wise, protocol, and then a few months later, my dad died. So it's just
Jeez.
been a year.
Sorry to hear that.
It was a real tough year. COVID did not do me well personally, but you know what? We grew a lot from it. We're in full swing action and
Nice.
back to business. I'm grateful. I'm very grateful to be here. So, but we rolled out, once they said, Governor Baker said we could come back in, we came back in, and we've just been going full force ever since. We have another girl who works here, Lily, who comes from Connecticut. Unfortunately, she's ill today. But she comes to us with just a whole crew of people. She's
Nice.
just great girl. And she's done excellent here. She came here with not one client during COVID, and she's got a full clientele now.
Excellent.
So,
Excellent. So do you have any plans for expansion, do you think?
honestly,
Are you happy just?
I'm 54 years old,
Yeah.
and
Oh, you really?
I
Wow.
bought my business.
Well, you don't look it.
Thank you. And I bought my business, you know, and it was a crisis, and I decided that I'm going to keep it small and keep it good.
Yep.
And, you know, if I win the lottery or, if, you know, if something else grand happens, that might be different. But for now, I think I'm going to keep it small and
Do you
keep
play
it.
the lottery?
I do.
Okay, so here's a chance.
I do. I do.
There's a
I won at
chance.
your store once.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Not a lot.
No, I wasn't. But you know, I have to be honest. We have been very fortunate.
Good.
We've been very fortunate that we get a lot of great responses, and
Mhm.
people do comment a lot on our protocol. We keep everybody spaced out. There's no waiting area anymore. We clean 1,000 times a day, and then some.
That's
So
great.
it's a very comfortable environment and safe.
Yeah, that's what I say, you know. Like, you know, my restaurant, we're cleaning constantly. We're
Yep.
probably cleaner than most people's houses because
Yep.
most people, they clean once a week.
Right.
We're cleaning every time somebody
Every
gets
client
up,
that sits
every
in that
client.
chair,
Yep.
you stand up,
Exactly.
I wipe it all down.
Yep.
Every person that goes into a sink, we do the same thing. So we really have a great team atmosphere.
Excellent.
And everyone kind of really helps each other out a lot.
Cool.
So,
And what are your hours?
so we are open Wednesday through Saturday currently. Like with COVID, we've sort of been a little bit relaxed with the opening, closings always later. But, you know, we're kind of just rolling with, but hopefully we will have, we're looking for one more staff member, if anyone knows
Nice.
anyone.
There you go.
We would like another stylist to come in. And then we would open Tuesdays.
Okay.
But up to this point, we really kind of like to come in, go right to the wall, and then leave.
Nice.
And, you know, we get 3-day weekends.
Right, which is always
Kind of,
nice.
'cause I'm
Right.
still working,
You're
but-
still going to be here doing,
Right.
yeah. People
Right.
don't know the behind the scenes,
Exactly,
right?
the books
So,
and all that.
excellent.
So,
Excellent.
yeah, we've been very happy with Town of Grafton. Looking forward to hopefully living here sometime soon.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much.
So, what am I going to do?
Welcome back to another segment of Business to Business. Today Jay's going to be talking to Danielle here at Stripped in Grafton. Please continue to seek out and support businesses here in town. They desperately need your help. As we hopefully come out of the pandemic, you'll come out of your house, come out of hibernation, and seek out these businesses. Here's Jay.
Okay. Welcome back to Business. Jay Hunter, and I'm here with Danielle Masters, is it?
Yes.
Masters. And what is your business?
My business is waxing. I do full body waxing and facial waxing.
So, is there anything you won't wax?
No.
Really?
pretty much except for your head.
Okay, good. Well, I don't want my head waxed. And how long have you been here?
I've only been in this space since September. I used to be on Shrewsbury Street in Worcester, and for a year and a half, and then we moved here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And you've been here for
So since September, what is that, like
7, 8
5,
months?
6, 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And do you do this business alone? Do you have someone else that you work
We
with?
each have our own separate businesses, but I share the space with my friend, Noi. Her business is Wax by Noi. She does waxing and microblading too.
Nice. And how'd you get into this profession? Like out of
I
all the things you said, I just want to wax hair off of people.
I honestly thought I would never be doing this.
Right.
But, I went to college for a year, and I just knew it wasn't for me, so I took a year off, and then I knew a girl who went to aesthetic school. She was going for makeup, and it's like makeup, skincare, waxing, and I was really just kind of interested in the makeup and skincare side of it. So I went to aesthetic school, and I ended up really liking waxing. It's fast-paced, it's like quick, fast
Yep.
money.
Yep. Right.
It's like oddly satisfying, you know. It's kind of fun. Like people are always like, "Oh, how do you do that job?" But I mean,
Right.
I enjoy it. So
You got a strong stomach, I assume.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Has there ever been anybody like you lay down and you're like, nope, you need a specialist? Have you refused anybody?
No, I
No.
haven't. I
Okay.
mean, you don't want to make.
So
me
you
feel-
are the specialist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that
pretty
makes
much.
sense.
I used to work at European Wax Center for a few years, and then
Okay.
I went out on my own.
Okay. Well, and how about your hours? Are you open full time?
I am open Thursdays through Sundays.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. And how about the COVID? Has that affected you at all? Did you have to shut down?
We had to shut down in, I think, March, yeah. March until May or June, we opened back up.
Yeah.
So yeah, COVID definitely affected it. Like this holiday season was definitely not as busy as it usually is. And, you know, people want to push out their appointments more because they're nervous, and I understand. But,
Right.
you know, I'm grateful for the clients I do have that keep coming in. So
Sure, absolutely. So you get a pretty good client base.
yeah,
Nice, but you're taking on new clients too.
yeah, of course.
Excellent, excellent. So how is it being a young business owner? Have you found it challenging? Are people accepting of you? Or
Yeah, I think at first, I mean, the risk of it was scary, but when I first went into this business, I was still living at home with my parents, so I figured like then was the right time,
Right.
you
When
know,
you
when
didn't
I
have
had,
to make money.
yeah, when I had like less of a risk,
Right.
and I mean, it worked out, and now I have my own apartment, and I'm doing okay, so.
nice, nice. And then, so how often do people have to return for a treatment?
Like
Monthly?
every 3 to 4 weeks.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's usually 4 weeks, and with facial treatments, it's usually like 3 weeks probably.
So how about the pain factor? Is it minimal? Is it
I always
Huge.
say it's dependent on the person. Everyone's pain tolerance is so different, and you really don't know how somebody is going to react
yeah?
the first time. But the thing is, the first time is the worst it's going to be, and then if you're consistent with it, it gets less painful over time,
Sure.
and your hair thins out significantly.
Huh, okay.
So like a first time Brazilian appointment, it takes 15 minutes, and yeah, it's not going to feel good, but it's definitely tolerable.
Yeah.
And then 4 weeks later, it's going to be like 50% less painful probably than the first time.
Have you ever had anybody just get up in the middle of it and say, this is too painful, I can't do it?
One time
Really?
I did have somebody, they just had one strip and they said, are you almost done? And I said no, and they're like, okay, well, I'm all set, thank you. And they got up and left.
Is there any stories you can tell us? Like when you estheticians get together, do you swap stories, horror stories, or?
You know, sometimes I feel like, I don't know, once you've been doing this for so long, there's really nothing that will shock you.
Right.
So it would have to be really shocking. I think people are embarrassed thinking like, oh, you know, they're talking about me or like embarrassed of their bodies, but really I just do my job.
Well,
And
the lights are a little bright in here.
but they are a little bright, but
Can you
I
dim
mean-
them for people that are sensitive? Or?
I mean, I feel like it's just, you know, like once you get comfortable with the client,
Yep.
once they get comfortable
There
with
you
you, it's just, you know, it's not weird, it's just my job, and
Yeah.
my job is to make them feel
That's
comfortable.
You're a professional.
Yeah,
Excellent.
it's not a weird thing.
Cool. And then how was the transition when you left Shrewsbury to come here? Did you, has Grafton been pretty inviting for you? Did you bring a lot of your clients from Shrewsbury? Or?
Well, I was actually on Shrewsbury Street, but my clients before that were from Westboro, so I feel like this was actually a little easier for them, and
Right.
the parking situation was better. So, I mean, honestly, it was kind of just like switching all my clients from one spot over to another spot.
Nice.
So I think
So they followed
100%
you.
of them followed me, yeah.
That's awesome. And then you've gotten some new ones, I'm sure. Picked
Yeah.
up some new ones since.
Mostly by word of mouth, like other clients, but
Yeah.
I have gotten a few from this area, so that's nice
Good.
too.
Well, hopefully this will help. So, all right. So, 210 Worcester Street. Come see Danielle at her business called Stripped for all your waxing needs.
Temperature okay?
Yep. A little more than I thought it was gonna be.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine.